What I'm about to tell you is something almost no one taking weight loss medications hears until it's too late. These medications work. The scale numbers are real. But the scale doesn't tell the whole story, and what it's hiding is the difference between losing weight and losing the wrong kind of weight. When you look at body composition data from clinical trials, something becomes clear that the marketing never mentions. A significant portion of the weight lost on these medications is not body fat. It's lean tissue, muscle, the exact tissue that defines how your body looks, how strong you are, and how well you age. This isn't a fringe opinion. It's documented in the same studies that brought these medications to market. In a moment, I'll show you why a peer-reviewed analysis published in the Lancet found that up to 40% of the total weight lost on these medications can come from lean mass, why the scale dropping is not the same as your body composition improving, and why one specific factor in your daily routine determines whether you finish this journey looking lean or looking deflated. By the end of this video, you'll understand more about what's actually happening on these medications than most of the people prescribing them. Quick question before we dive in. Are you currently using a weight loss medication, considering one, or know someone who is? Tell me in the comments. When you step on a scale, the number doesn't distinguish between fat, muscle, water, or organ tissue. So when the number drops, your brain interprets that as success. But what your body actually looks and feels like depends entirely on what kind of tissue was lost. Imagine two people who both lose 10 kilograms. The first loses 8 kilograms of fat and 2 of muscle. They look toned, defined, healthier. The second loses 5 kilograms of fat and 5 of muscle. They look smaller, but also softer, weaker, visibly aged. Same number on the scale, completely different outcome. This is the difference between weight loss and body recomposition, and it matters more than almost any other factor in long-term appearance and health. These medications work primarily by suppressing appetite. They mimic a hormone called GLP-1, which slows stomach emptying, reduces hunger, and dramatically lowers the amount of food you want to eat. But when appetite drops by 60 or 70%, total protein intake usually drops with it. And when protein intake is low, the body cannot maintain muscle. It starts breaking it down for amino acids, especially during rapid weight loss. A peer-reviewed analysis published in the Lancet found that lean mass loss represents up to 40% of total weight lost in some studies. This isn't a rare side effect. It happens in almost everyone who doesn't actively protect against it. Muscle is your metabolic engine. It burns calories at rest. When you lose muscle, your basal metabolic rate drops. You become more prone to weight regain. Your skin loses underlying support. Your appearance shifts from lean to deflated, what people now call the Ozempic face or Ozempic body. This isn't an argument against the medications. It's a missing instruction manual. The fix requires two things: protein and resistance training. When appetite drops, protein intake naturally drops too. But here's the catch. While total calorie needs go down during weight loss, protein needs actually go up per kilogram of body weight. Because protein is the only macronutrient that directly tells your body to preserve muscle while losing fat. The recommendation during active weight loss is 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. For a 70-kilo person, that's between 100 and 150 grams. On an appetite-suppressed system, that's almost impossible through food alone. The protocol: at least 5 protein feedings per day, each one with at least 20 to 30 grams of protein because that's the threshold needed to trigger muscle protein synthesis. Breakfast: 3 eggs or Greek yogurt with protein powder. Mid-morning, a small protein shake. Lunch: a palm-sized portion of chicken, fish, or lean beef. Afternoon: another protein shake or high-protein snack. Dinner: another palm-sized protein portion. You will not feel hungry for it. You eat it because your muscle depends on it. Protein supplementation isn't optional here. It's the difference between losing fat and losing yourself. The second piece is resistance training, and almost nobody on these medications is doing it. Cardio doesn't preserve muscle. Only resistance training does. Lifting weights, body weight strength work, or any progressive load tells your body that this tissue is being used and is therefore essential to keep. Without that signal, muscle becomes the first thing broken down to meet energy needs. 3 to 4 resistance sessions per week. Squats, hinges, presses, pulls. At home, at the gym, or with bands. What matters is consistency. Combine 5 protein feedings per day with 3 to 4 resistance sessions per week, and the lean mass loss documented in those clinical studies can be dramatically reduced. This isn't about working against the medication, it's about working with it, so the result is what you actually wanted: a leaner, stronger, healthier body, not just a smaller, weaker version of the one you began with. And monitor body composition, not just the scale. The scale tells you you're losing weight. A body composition scan tells you if you're losing the right weight. These medications are powerful tools. The people who finish their journey looking lean and strong, and the people who finish it looking deflated, are using the same medication. The difference is everything around it. Tell me in the comments, did your doctor explain any of this when you started, or were you just told to expect weight loss and nothing more? If this video gave you something nobody else gave you, subscribe to the channel. Every week, I bring you the science of nutrition, metabolism, and longevity, translated honestly. See you in the next one.